Good morning. Welcome to Unity of Hagerstown. We are so glad that you are here with us this morning, and you are in the right place at the right time. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Yeah, all right. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. Sing that with me. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. Can you feel it? My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much, Brett and Patty. And, it's so true. Your soul is welcome here. And I will tell you this, too. Your soul is welcome wherever you go, even though it may not always feel like it. But we are one with all that is. So, of course, on a spiritual level, it is going to be welcome. And welcome to those who are watching virtually our service today. We're so appreciative of all the love and support you give us, all the prayers and financial donations as well. Thank you so much. And welcome to each one of you here today. It's so exciting to see you. We have an opening prayer by our prayer chaplain, Diane Morgan. She is available for one-on-one prayer support immediately after the service.
Good morning. As I was driving to church here, going from fog to sunshine, I'm reminded of our spiritual journey. Sometimes we are lost in the fog. And let's just shake off all that fogginess that we brought in today and know that the sun and the light and the warmth is there as we open to Spirit, as we gather as this beloved community to learn how to grow in spirit as we listen to this message. We are truly blessed. We give thanks for this day. We give thanks for the message. We give thanks for this group of kindred spirits. And so it is. Amen.
Yes, indeed. I invite you to join me in our vision statement together. Unity of Hagerstown exists to inspire awakening to the divine within and honor the sacred in all. And our mission statement. As a beloved community, we create a sacred space that empowers spiritual growth and ignites compassionate action. And now we'll have the reading of the daily word with Arnie. Yay, Arnie!
Good morning, everyone. Beautiful. So when I am fully present to life, I find beauty everywhere. Looking up at the shimmering stars, walking through the field of marigolds or sitting by the ocean. I rejoice in the beauty of nature. It truly is a wonderful world. The beauty that delights my senses also lives in me. The presence of God does not just surround me, it is within me also. My divine gifts along with my talents and unique abilities, make me a beautiful and integral part of the world. When I live into the fullness of my divinity, the expression of my humanity is simply beautiful. I am a radiant spiritual being, an individuation of the divine. I honor the presence of God within myself and all others. We are beautiful. One thing I asked of the Lord that I will seek after, to live in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of the Lord. Psalms 27:4. And read the affirmation on the screen. The world becomes beautiful when I find God in it. Let's hold that in our heart space. Just take a little moment, reflect on that. Feel God's love. And one more time. The world becomes beautiful when I find God in it. Thank you.
Thank you, Arnie. I think that might be one of my favorite daily words of all time. Wasn't that gorgeous? It's so lovely. Well, you know what time it is. It's time to meet and greet each other. If you're not a hugger, let that be known. Let your preferences be known, whether it's a handshake, a howdy, or, no greeting at all. We will honor whatever it is. And I have an invitation for you. We just talked about seeing the beauty. Let's see the beauty in each other. When you greet them, give them a hug, or however they prefer to be greeted, and let them know how beautiful they are, okay? Let's greet each other. And my friends on Facebook, I know each of your lights are shining now. We love you. We appreciate you. We see the beauty within you. You are something awesome.
That's right, that's right. All right, give it a whirl. I welcome all creation with the highest vibration. I welcome all creation with the highest vibration. Namaste, 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 namaste. And there is no separation. We are all one with creation. And there is no separation. We are all one with creation. Namaste, 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 namaste. And there is no separation. We are all one with creation. And there is no separation. We are all one with creation. Namaste, 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 namaste.
Thank you, Brett and Patty. Beautiful. I love that song. It's a good day, isn't it?
It is.
Wait, I didn't hear you. Okay, good. Yes, I feel that way, absolutely. So Albert Einstein, like nice segue, right? Is credited with having said that the most important question for humanity to answer is whether or not the universe is a friendly place. Unity. Well, let me back up, because answering that question actually informs a lot of our decisions. It informs how we move in the world, whether we're fearful or whether we're feeling secure. Unity, you may know already, teaches that, why, yes, the universe is a friendly place. We're going to be looking at Unity's 5 basic principles today. And the first one is there is one presence, one power active in the world and in my life. And this presence is good. So, universe comes from the Latin word that means one or whole. It is a oneness already built into the word. We are one with all creation, as we just sang. So we go over these principles once a year to keep them fresh in our minds so that we might have guidelines to navigate this world a little bit more. It's something to keep our focus, in line with the spirit, with what Unity teaches. So these principles were first articulated by Connie Fillmore Bazzi, who was the granddaughter of Charles and Myrtle Fillmore, the co-founders of Unity, and she was serving as president for the School of Unity School of Christianity is what it was called back then. This is a while back. It's now Unity Spiritual Institute. But these principles soon became important to every Unity ministry and center around the world, and it actually served as a way to unite the ministries in their teachings. So we want to look at them in order to stay focused, like I said, and not to wander down too many rabbit holes, So a principle is a rule or a law that doesn't change. It applies to everyone. If you think of the law of gravity, you could also call it the principle of gravity. That pretty much applies to everyone. There may be some exceptions. I don't know, but there might be. Yeah. So these spiritual principles, they work the same way. They apply to everyone all the time. And the key is to know what they are so that we can apply them with intention in our lives. So they're impersonal. These principles work and are, whether or not we recognize them, they simply are. And they've been discovered and rediscovered by spiritual seekers throughout the ages. And like I said, they are the basis for Unity's teachings. Charles Fillmore studied world traditions, world faith traditions, and saw that these principles ran throughout many of the traditions, most of them, as a matter of fact. So the author of the book, The 5 Principles, Ellen Davenport, states that these principles can be the answer to life's problems. So again, the first principle states that God is absolutely good, everywhere present. All that is, one power, one presence, and this presence is benevolent. Emily Cady tells us that God is not only the creative cause of every visible form of intelligence and life at its commencement, but each moment throughout its existence, Spirit lives within every created thing as the life, the ever-renewing, recreating, upbuilding cause of it. So not only is God, or your term for God, whatever that might be, the primal cause, the beginning of all things, but it is that which sustains all things as well. It differs only in degree of manifestation, how much of Spirit is shining through, but each individual manifestation, no matter how insignificant, contains the whole. Because this presence is indivisible. Indivisible? Yeah. So, we like to say in Unity, there is no spot where God is not, right? Let's say that together. There is no spot where God is not. It's just a nice little way to remember it. There is no spot where God is not. No matter where you are, God is present. If you're facing a health challenge, God is that, or that presence within, is that renewing life force within you, healing, repairing. So it's no surprise that we live in interesting times. That was I heard that was a Chinese curse. May you live in interesting times. But if we look around, we may find much evidence of the absence of God, what appears to be the absence of God, in the hate crimes, in unscrupulous leaders. And I mean, it doesn't take much of an imagination to come up with that. And it's easy to wonder, where is God in all that is happening today? If God is present everywhere, then what's going on here? And that actually may stem at the root of it from the idea of God up there as puppet master making events happen. You'd like the puppet master movement? Okay. Okay. When we consider God is not a being, but the very ground of being, God is not Charlton Heston in the sky. That's how I used to picture it. Or at our class yesterday, our basics class yesterday, someone said they pictured God as Santa Claus, or they used to picture God as Santa Claus. You know, if you were good, you got rewarded. And I can see that. I can see that correlation. But that's not what we mean by God here at Unity. We mean all the power that is, all the knowledge that is, every single thing on a spiritual level, the absolute realm. God is present everywhere. So when we think of the universe as a friendly place, our focus then shifts away from looking for the absence of God, what we might call the absence of God, and we look more for the good. And my friends, this is a wonderful practice, because where our attention goes, energy flows. We look for the good and more good appears. You know, so it doesn't mean that we turn a blind eye to any injustice, but we hold on to the good. We hold on to the hope of knowing that we can make a difference because God moves through us. It's not divine intervention on anything. It is moving through us. The Science of Mind magazine had a recent affirmation that I absolutely loved. I wanted to share with you today. I am peaceful, I am centered, I am calm. The light of my love raises the vibration of all who cross my path today. So even if you feel as though you cannot make a difference, I assure you that you can and you do. Whether it's life-affirming or life-denying, you are making an impact somewhere. So around those who are with you. So we're called to lean into this first principle, really, to recognize that God is that omnipresence, presence everywhere. There's no place that this presence is not. And it requires our attention, our mindfulness to see it sometimes. And if God is good, then good is available everywhere. There's no dualism here. It's not good and evil. It's only good on the absolute realm. And this is brought forth, as I said, through individuals. In a little bit, we're going to look a little bit more closely at why some individuals may seem to not be expressing God, right? We'll get to that. I did want to share, though, that our prayer chaplains are trained fairly extensively to lean into this understanding that no matter what the circumstance, and they hear of all kinds of things through their prayer, through prayer requests. No matter what the circumstance that another is facing, God is there. This is a great practice for us to really develop faith. So this first principle really affirms that there is only God, there is nothing but God, which may challenge those who grew up with the idea of a separation, the idea of separation, God up there, we are down here. It means, though, that we are one with God. God is centered in each of us and everybody, just as we are centered in God. We're not something separate. God is not watching and judging us, but we are immersed in the divine. Or as Paul, the apostle, told the Athenians, we live and we move and we have our being in God. So God is immanent, which is within us, and transcendent, which is all around us as well. And we can kind of liken this to consciousness, if we want to, because that is a part of who we are, and it's embedded to some degree within all creation. Eric Butterworth, a Unity minister and author, tells us we need to expand our thought of God to a real awareness of omnipresence, to know that the whole of Spirit is present in its entirety at every point in space at the same time. You know, I mentioned that the co-founders of Unity studied world faith traditions. The Buddhist sutras see that our unity with the universe, they see it as a net stretching in all directions, everything in the net. The Hopi spoke of a spider grandmother whose web connected all things. In today's terms, Deepak Chopra calls it the field of pure potentiality, that which underlies all creation. Charles Fillmore termed it substance, the reality standing underneath every visible form of life, sub, which is under, stance, which stands. Ellen Davenport tells us, as all that is, the energy that we call God cannot have any boundaries. An eternal life force cannot be an entity or supreme being with opinions or judgments. God simply is the source of all energy. It's a different way of viewing God for some, right? So, Charles Fillmore also tells us that God is principle, which, as we saw, means law. Exact, unchanging law. But it's principle that we experience as that presence within, as love, as wisdom. We experience it and it becomes personal to us because of that experience. So if the word God does not, is not something that you would use, then you can substitute spirit, you can substitute divine mind, you can substitute universe, you can substitute kind of like 12-step programs. You can substitute a cup of coffee. I don't care what word you use. It all boils down to the same thing if we are referring to the one power, one presence in the world. So this idea, this principle of oneness is a really lovely idea. And as I said, sometimes life seems to offer evidence contrary to that. So why, if we are all part of the divine, why do bad things happen? Why do bad things happen to good people? So Davenport tells us the absolute is not where we live as humans. It is the plane of the divine, a realm where everything exists as a perfect idea. The physical or earthly form of those ideas is rarely perfect. We live on this dense, three-dimensional human plane with all its drama and emotion, but as spiritual beings having a human experience, we are never disconnected from absolute perfection. So I should have given you an illustration for this, but I'm going to try and describe it. So, divine idea of love. Maybe we catch that divine idea of love. We want to bring more love into our lives, but instead of coming like in a straight way through us, it goes crooked, okay? We do not express it perfectly at times. So that's one way to look at it. So, other possibilities as far as the existence of why things may seem less than ideal is that we have free will and we all make mistakes. That's one way. The word sin originally meant to miss the mark. It was an archery term. They missed the mark. Another reason is that good and evil are labels that are based on opinions at the time. What we may term evil or bad may turn out to be a blessing. We don't know. And this is my favorite one. The human species is immature. Yeah. The Aramaic word that became evil in the Bible is bisha, which actually means unripe or immature. You may recall in our elder brother Jesus saying, calling the fruit of the tree evil. It was bisha, it was immature. And to put that in context, he had just said to not try to take the speck out of your neighbor's eye if you have a plank in yours. You're not mature enough, okay? You are not mature enough. And it's just a matter of awareness. It's a matter of growing, a matter of our contemplative practices. So that's all he was trying to do, was make a point. Everything was a teaching moment for Jesus in the Gospels. So another reason is we may not be able to see the big picture. There may be meanings we don't understand, we only see in part. And then we are creating our world collectively through consciousness, through our consciousness. And our every thought, our every word, our every feeling is setting up a response from the universe. We are collectively creating evil through mass consciousness. And, you may think, well, I don't think evil things, but maybe you have violent thoughts towards yourself. Maybe you're not compassionate towards yourself. Maybe you don't, there's something about yourself you hate. My friends, that is a violent thought. So we all contribute to it, and these energetic vibrations kind of come together, and like a volcano, they spew out. That's Ellen's idea, and they make sense to me too, because the energy has to express somewhere. So another possibility is the idea of karma, a way to balance events from a previous life. So all of these theories, and that's what they are they stem from a misuse of spiritual power, not from an evil entity, not because we are inherently evil, but a misuse of spiritual power. Acts of evil are really human constructs then, and they're all based on fear. An early New Thought metaphysician wrote that we should all use this denial, there is no evil, so that we can learn to see beyond appearances, to see that God is present everywhere. On a spiritual plane, we can focus on what is real, the love. Again, where our attention goes, energy flows. So, how does this principle help us in our day-to-day lives? Well, I'm going to give you a few examples. If I'm feeling lonely or isolated, I can know and remember that God is omnipresent. God is not omnipresent. That is a being who is present everywhere, which doesn't make sense. But God is the presence itself, omnipresence. If I'm feeling overwhelmed, if I'm feeling defeated and just, at my bottom, I can remember that God is omnipotence, not omnipotent. That is a being who is all-powerful, but all the power itself, omnipotence. And if God is present everywhere, God is present within me, I have access to this power in relation to my understanding of it. And for most of us, it boils down to a power of choice. If I'm unsure of what to do or what to say or where to go, we can remember God is here as omniscience, not God is omniscient, again, a being who has all the knowledge, but all the knowledge itself. God is omniscience, and we have access to that knowledge within as well. So God, the good, with us always, Spirit within us, our Christ consciousness, our Buddha nature, presence is another term that is really lovely to use. I use that sometimes. The universe is constantly organizing for good in our life. We have the choice to follow those nudges or not. We have the choice to say, oh no, I'm going to do things my way, and go down another road. Doesn't mean it's not good, but maybe it's not as good as if we had listened to Spirit. It is God's presence works through us, as I've said, in our world. That one presence, that one power. Davenport tells us, in the absolute realm, all is one. God is all there is. God is absolute good. We might never comprehend the ground of being while we are in human form, but we know it and sense it, and we can learn to trust it. We probably all have stories of how we have experienced this presence before, whether it's on top of a mountain or watching a sunset or in the laughter of a small child. That presence that opens up our hearts, and all of a sudden all is right. All is well with our world. So we can feel that presence, and we can learn to cultivate those moments when we feel that presence as well, through contemplative practices, through meditation, through prayer, through Tai Chi, through art sometimes. We can do this. And I would say that that's how we grow, not only spiritually, but as a human, we grow through these practices. Growing our awareness, mindfulness, fabulous thing to do, to learn. Okay, one last quote. This is by Judy Canado. Even as we acknowledge that God is in all things, living in awareness and operating out of attentiveness to that reality is another matter. If we do not cultivate attentive awareness, we will miss the divine presence springing forth all around us in unrestrained beauty and power. So those moments of pause, just a breath, a nice mindful breath to bring yourself into this now moment. They're precious, my friends, bringing us back to beauty, helping us recognize that source within of all things. So we can foster, like I said, a practice, a spiritual practice, and that is a part of co-creating a world that works for all, growing in that manner. So we're going to move into a time of meditation. So I invite you to get comfy if you need to adjust your position. Roll your shoulders if your back hurts a little bit. Close your eyes or gaze softly on the ground. And this guided portion of the meditation is coming from a daily word from 1938. I am editing it a little bit, but not too much. Are you disturbed about the appearances of things in your world? Spirit is there, and presence fills the world with goodness. Is there seeming inharmony in your affairs? Love is there. And as you recognize love, all conditions in your home and business will be in divine order. Is there seeming imperfection in your body temple? Life is there. Life is renewing every cell, perfecting every organ, revitalizing every nerve, every sinew, every bone. All belief in disease is diminished as you see there is only God, only love, only presence. Are you prone to be anxious about loved ones far away? God is where they are, and this protecting presence keeps them from all ill. And with them, you are enfolded in love. When you realize that you're continually in the presence, in company with the beloved, loneliness is no longer possible. You are comforted in the realization of Spirit's omnipresence. I am peaceful, I am centered, I am calm. The light of my love raises the vibration of all who cross my path today. I am peaceful. I am centered. I am calm. The light of my love raises the vibration of all who cross my path today. I invite you to go to your heart space. Focus on that heart space, that center of love. And silently say these words with me. I am peaceful. I am centered. I am calm. The light of my love raises the vibration of all who cross my path today. And as we rest in the silence, allow that light of love to glow and to go forth, touching everybody in this room and beyond. The light of my love raises the vibration of all who cross my path today in the silence. I am peaceful, I am centered, I am calm. As we bring this time of meditation to a close, I invite you to keep this peace in the forefront of your heart. And now I invite Brent and Patty to come with another song.
There is but one presence and one power in my life and in the universe, and that is God, the good, omnipotence. There is but one presence and one power in my life and in the universe, and that is God, the good, omnipotence. God, the good, omnipotence. There is but one presence and one power in my life and in the universe, and that is God, the good, omnipotence. God, the good, and in the universe, and that is God the good, omnipotent. God the good, omnipotence, and that is God the good, God the good, God the good, omnipotence.
Thank you, Brent and Patty. That's beautiful. So we have an offering affirmation to say together. I invite you to join me. Prosperity flows freely through our church, nourishing our ministry while enriching the lives we touch. We are grateful stewards of all that is given, using it wisely to create a legacy of love and service. And so it is. And we have another song while the offertory is going on, the offering is going on. And I'm also going to pass out sign-up sheets. And I think they can reach everybody, okay?
I'm thankful for the morning that brings me a brand new day. I'm thankful for all the good that always comes my way. I'm thankful for all I am and all that I can do. Oh, sweet Spirit, I can only thank you. I have gratitude. I have so much gratitude. I count my blessings every single day. I have gratitude. I have so much gratitude. There is only one thing left for me to say. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. I thank you, thank you, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. I thank you, thank you, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you. I'm thankful for the little light that shines inside of me. I'm thankful I can share it with everyone I see. I'm thankful for the joy and love, all I know is true. Oh, sweet Spirit, I can only thank you. I have gratitude. I have so much gratitude. I count my blessings every single day. I have gratitude. I have so much gratitude. There is only one thing left for me to say. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. I thank you, thank you, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. I thank you, thank you, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you. I thank you, thank you, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you.
Yes. Okay, some announcements. So at the bottom of the screen are ones that we should be aware of about, because they're pretty much recurring. I do want to point out that Breakfast with the Beloved Community coming up is open for all, not just those who are doing the workshops. And in October, we're going to be looking at emotional intelligence, and spiritual intelligence. I mean, doesn't that just make you want to come and see? Yep, okay. Okay, so this coming Saturday is the fall celebration dance with Candace Tritt. It's very easy choreography. We're not performing for anybody, just for our own benefit. It's a fabulous day of easy movement. Please sign up if you're planning on coming, because if not, we're going to have to cancel it. I mean, not that one person, but if we have enough for Candace to come. Okay, and then we have the animal blessing. So just bring your animals, your beloved little animals here, and or send me a photo. You can find my email on the website, that's fine. And we'll bless the animals and have our regular service too. And isn't this adorable? I wanted to show this to you. This is part of our Christmas market stock that Amy has crocheted. And if you have a special gift or talent that you would like to share with this community in our fundraising efforts, whether it's baking cookies or knitting, crocheting, whatever it is, please let me know and just, you know, we need to stock up. Okay, this is a Christmas market the first weekend of September, I believe. December, yes. December, like I said, the first weekend of December. So we're gathering stuff together. Yoga starts on the 6th of October, traditional yoga with Jan Richards teaching it. She does a fabulous job. There are flyers for that. Adopt a Highway is coming up on the 11th. We have committed to 4 times a year cleaning up from the corner at AC&T up to Leslie Drive, I think it is. And if you're ready and willing to help out with that, it's great exercise, and you know, it's very gratifying to do too. And then the women's retreat is coming up October 17th through 19th. Another one, there's a sign-up sheet going around. Please let me know if you're interested. We need to have registrations complete by the 12th in order to know if we're moving forward with this or not. Okay, and then something new, 90 Days of Gratitude. Unity just came out with this like a few days ago, and I thought, what a great idea. And it's all free. It's on the Unity website. There will be a link in the newsletter, the email newsletter going out Wednesday, which is actually the first day for these prompts and the journaling that's being offered through Big Unity. Okay, I think that's it. So we're going to say goodbye to our virtual friends. We love you. We bless you. We know the light that you are. You are a beautiful expression of spirit. Thank you for being part of this community.